Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I made chicken, bacon, jalapeno stuffed shells. Look at that. So I am using leftovers because I made some chicken, bacon, jalapeno wontons the other day. So I still have some of that stuffing. So all I did here after I cooked that chicken, and I did add some onion to the chicken that I cooked, um, I added some red pepper because it's just the perfect little, it's just gonna add some extra flavor. Okay, trust me on this. After I added that, I added that leftover stuffing that I was talking about. Went ahead and added that to the bowl, and then I added more cream cheese because I did have cream cheese in the filling. So I added more because we want this to thicken. We want it soup. We don't want it like, we want it thick. We want it super thick so we can be able to put it inside the shell. It won't be all sloppy and all over the place. Okay. So we did that, and then we went ahead and once that water got to boiling, I added those shells, and we're not making these soft. We just boiling them enough so they won't be like as hard as they was anymore. So I added my bacon, added more jalapeno, like the whole jar whole, and I added some cheese. We're gonna add. You can add whatever shredded cheese you want. I used Kobe Jack, and I did because after I stirred this, I noticed that it wasn't as thick from those jalapeno juices since I did, pour the whole jar in there. So I did end up having to add more cheese, which you see here, the sharp cheddar. And it'll come out looking like this. Put a top on that thing, put that to the side. So now we're gonna do our cheese sauce. So we're doing our roux. Put that butter in there. And then I put in my whole wheat flour. That's why it looks brown like this, because it's whole wheat flour. I don't have regular flour. But you know what? I think I prefer this better. Like, I like it better. It has its own flavor for real. And it just, I don't know, it just do something different to the rules, Stir it in my heavy cream, of course. And my cast iron. Because I just think the cast iron is the best skillet, best pot, whatever you want to call it, best pan, whatever, for just any kind of cheese sauce, just anything, because you can do anything with a cast iron skillet. It's crazy, but it's so great. Stirred that in. When it got to doing its bubble thing, boiling, I start adding my cheese. I'm using here quesadilla cheese. Added that in there. I should have kind of spread it around, so I had to stir it kind of slow just because it was kind of mainly in the middle. Slow. Just stir it. Not too much. You don't want it just going all over the place. Then I started my seasoning. I added parsley flakes. I added a little Creole seasoning. I added a little black pepper. And I did add seasoned salt. So that's the seasoned salt there. And the black pepper I did add last. I didn't want to add too many seasonings because I didn't want it to be too salty. Because if you over season, that salt will just overdo the whole thing. And you just can't even taste the food right. So after I did my cheese sauce, I lined my pan, I sprayed it, and I lined it with that cheese sauce at the bottom. Just because we want this, creamy. We want it to be some creamy goodness. Okay, so line that with the cheese sauce at the bottom, and make sure you got like a good amount just so all of your shells will be, laying on top of that bed of cheese. After I did that, this way you're gonna stuff it. Stuff that thing. When you stuff it, it's gonna look like this, just like that, and then just put it in there. When you're done, it's gonna come out looking like this. At least that's what mine look like. You're gonna add that cheese sauce, that leftover, because you didn't use all your cheese sauce for the bottom. Add that to the top now, because like I said, we want this creamy. And then we're gonna add some more shredded cheese on top. More cheese, the better. And then we're gonna put it in the oven, 375 for 25 minutes, and ooh, look at that thing looking like, ooh, It looked good. It was so good, y'all. I was so full. It's so filling. That cheese sauce. Look at that. Staple in the house now.